Hi everyone, welcome to TVnglish YouTube channel. We gather up practical and interesting English phrases from different TV shows and movies to explain the meaning of and how you can use them in different sentences. And then you get to use them in your everyday life with your friends and family or in an educational or business setting. So hit subscribe below because we have hundreds and hundreds of phrases to teach you and we don't want you to miss a single one. He did that to advance his career. In this sentence, the key phrase is advance his career. To advance something means to move something forward towards a goal. And if you're advancing your career, you're trying to make your career go on an upward motion. You're trying to maybe get a promotion or get a little bit more money or get a better job. He did that to advance his career. He did that to get some more stuff professionally. This sentence is, I don't like what you're implying. The word that we're going to look at here is implying. To imply something is to indirectly say something. For example, if someone says to you, when was the last time you washed your car? They're implying that your car is dirty. So in this sentence, I don't like what you're implying means I don't like what you're indirectly saying to me here. All right, viewers, warning, this next sentence has some not very nice language in it, so watch out. The sentence is, I needed some money, but that bullshit paycheck you gave me wasn't going to cut it. So the phrase we're actually looking at here is wasn't going to cut it. Wasn't going to cut it mean isn't enough, isn't good enough. So in this sentence, the bullshit paycheck that we're talking about was not enough money. It wasn't going to cut it. Okay, this sentence is really fun and it is, get the best bang for your buck. So in this sentence, the bang is the good thing, the best quality thing that you can buy, and the buck is your money. So get the best bang for your buck means get the best thing for the amount of money that you're paying. Get a good deal. The number of people who attended fell short of expectations. The key phrase in this sentence is fell short of expectations. Fell short of expectations means it wasn't as good as we had hoped. So if your expectations were here, they fell short. They were only here. The number of people who attended was a lot less than we hoped, fell short of expectations. All right. The next sentence is, it was an impromptu road trip. So this sentence, again, has sort of two parts, impromptu and road trip. A road trip is a trip you take in your car where you drive around to different spots and kind of explore. And impromptu means out of nowhere, all of a sudden. So an impromptu road trip is a trip you go on in your car, kind of out of nowhere. It's a little crazy and it's really, really fun. An economic crisis is looming on the horizon. In this sentence, we're going to look at the phrase looming on the horizon. Looming on the horizon means coming up. You can kind of see it in the distance that it's probably going to happen. It's got a bit of a negative, creepy connotation, like something is hovering above you, about to happen. It's a little not good. All right, this phrase is a good alternative phrase, and the phrase is, what's going on in your world? So that basically means, what's going on with you? How are you? If you find yourself using the same introductory phrase when you see someone over and over again, maybe how are you? You could try saying, what's going on in your world? Next sentence, the new range of computers have formidable processing power. Within this sentence, we're just going to look at the word formidable. Formidable means very powerful, really strong, and sometimes a little scary. So in this case, the computers are really powerful. It's almost frightening how powerful they are. Are they going to take over the world? He's the hothead in the family. The word we're going to look at is hothead. A hothead is somebody who does things without thinking, really impulsively. So if you know somebody who buys a car without thinking about it, goes on a last-minute trip, maybe decides to spend all their money on a really weird piece of art, that person might be a hothead. The next phrase is, pour me a glass. Pour me a glass means I'd like a drink of whatever you are having. It's a really good alternative phrase to saying, pour me some water. You could just say, pour me a glass, pour me some wine, pour me a glass, pour me some beer, pour me a glass. This sentence is more informal, and the sentence is, you should clear the air with him and end your differences. Within the sentence, the key phrase is clear the air. You would use the phrase clear the air when you've had an argument with somebody in the past and you want to have a conversation with them so that you don't feel upset with each other anymore. That conversation in which you stop feeling upset with each other and resolve your differences is called clearing the air. This behavior is indicative of her whole attitude. In this sentence, we're going to look at the key word indicative. Indicative is a great alternative for shows or is a sign of. So this sentence could also have been, this behavior is a sign of her whole attitude. Indicative is nice because it can be used in a more educational or professional setting. It's a little more formal than the other alternatives mentioned. The sentence is, we have to find a middle ground. The phrase that we're going to look at inside that sentence is find a middle ground. Finding a middle ground happens when you're in disagreement with somebody. And in order to find middle ground, you need to accept some of what they think, and they need to accept some of what you think. And together, you come together to find a solution that you both can accept. That's finding a middle ground. The next sentence is, with this type of decision making by the authorities, we are walking the green mile in this country. In this sentence, we are going to look at the key phrase, walking the green mile. Walking the green mile comes from when prisoners who are going to be executed used to take the short walk from their cell to the execution. That was called walking the green mile. So walking the green mile nowadays means walking towards the end, walking towards a bad outcome. So in the context of this sentence, with that type of decision making from the authorities, with people in power making the decisions they are, we are headed towards a bad end. Thank you so much for coming to practice your English with us, and click subscribe below if you'd like to see more videos like this one. We're always looking up new phrases from TV shows and movies, so come back soon.